Dr. Nihal. I have completed my MBBS from JJ Medical College, Davangere, and I'm looking for my PG seats. And this is through an initiative called Know Your College Before You Join Your College. So I'm here to help you know about my college in case you're wondering how the college is before you join. First, I'll be starting with the college overview. The college is situated in a city called Davangere. It is around 230 kilometers from Bangalore and around 150 kilometers from Hubli, somewhere in between. It's a fairly large town. It has a good number of dental colleges and medical colleges and a lot of educational institutions. The college has one main hospital called Bapuji Hospital. It is also attached to a district government hospital called Chiteri Government Hospital. Along with that, for OBG and pediatric cases, it is attached to a women and child hospital, which is also a government institution. Along with that, there is a Channagiri rural hospital attached to it, and also a few rural hospitals for your PHC postings. So I'll be talking about the college infrastructure now. Bapuji Government Hospital is around 1200 to 1500 bed hospital. It has all the specialities, and the super specialities include pediatric surgery only. So there are not many super specialty branches. So the exposure to specialty branches is very good, but you do not get an idea about super specialty branches, which you need to consider. Second thing is it is a subsidized hospital, so the patient input is very good. Also, it is attached to a district government hospital, so the patient input and the exposure is excellent. The hands-on is very good. The free hand given there is excellent. By the time I had reached my 3rd or 4th year, I had conducted around 150 deliveries myself without any supervision. So the patient output exposure is very good. But coming to the super specialty exposure, that is somewhat on the lower side. The equipment present in the hospital is good. The infrastructure is slightly old, but they are coming up with new blocks of OT complexes and new super specialty complexes. Talking about the inflow of the patient, the OPD input is over 400 to 500 patients per department per day. So that is very, very good input. The internship experience is excellent. We were allowed to do all the procedures and allowed to see all kinds of patients which PG is allowed to see. The lab equipment mainly matters for first year, second year and third year students, because beyond that it is only specialty courses of the 4th year courses. Labs are very well equipped. They are adequately equipped as per as the MCI rules, and I have not come across any fallacies or any breakdowns in any kind of those structures. The departments are anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. They are adequately staffed, they are taught well. Unlike other colleges, the dissection is slightly less crowded, so there is more chance of hands-on even in dissection classes. Other departments are on par with other good colleges everywhere in the state. Hostel facilities. I personally stayed in the hostel till my 4th year and moved out during internship. There is a choice for students. They can choose to stay in the hostel or they can stay outside. There are two types of hostel. There is a UG block and there is a PG block. Students can choose to take either of the blocks. Both the blocks are equally well made. The UG block, however, is slightly old, but for the first year there's a separate block and that is upgraded recently. The hostel food is excellent, top notch. I would give 10 on 10. And the main reason why I stayed in the hostel was because of the mess food. There are many other messes outside. If people choose to stay outside, they can do so, and there are mess facilities available. There is no compulsion of staying either in the hostel or outside the hostel. Transportation, the city is fairly small, so no mainstream transportation is available. There are few government buses which go around the city. So if you want a personal transport, people usually have bikes. You may choose to have your four-wheeler if you wish to do so. But the city is fairly small, so you can go around very easily, and no need to worry about any means of transport per se. There is no dress code per se, in the sense there is no uniform to be worn. Like all other medical colleges, you're expected to wear formal dress and clean and laundered white coat. Along with that, the shoes, but no strict uniform or dress code per se. So that is allowed, and phones are not allowed in the class. Hostel timings differ for both boys and girls. For boys hostel, the entry time is usually around 10:30, 11, but that timing is not very rigid. It is very flexible. Girls hostel, the curfew time is fairly strict. It is around 9:30, 10. Higher study facilities. JJ Medical College is known for its PG coaching. All the PG branches are one of the top ones in the state, both because of patient input and the free hand you get in the college. So the higher education facilities are very good, but you do need to consider that super specialty branches are not available. In the sense, only pediatric surgery is available, and you do not get any exposure to super specialty branches. Placement. All the doctors I have known and heard about, the alumni of our college, are doing very well. One main reason is because of the excellent exposure and free hand you get, because that is one of the most important things which many people who are studying in very good colleges but have only private hospitals miss out on. That they get to see the cases but not work on them. And only when you actually have hands-on experience you can remember what you have studied, and that will help you later in life. So for any doctor anywhere, the placement is very similar, I guess, no, but the practical knowledge you get out of there is very good. College rating out of 10, I would rate it somewhere between 6 or 7. Few reasons why I'm not rating it higher is because the buildings are pretty old. The infrastructure could have been developed a little more, which happened after I left my college. I've heard it is being done. Other few reasons is management is slightly unresponsive to things. Not many things go according to demands of students. You will have to listen to what the management says and not go against it or demand anything against it. Other reasons being the town is pretty small. Davangere as a place it is very small. If you come from a big city like Bangalore, Mumbai or some other place, it is difficult to settle in a place like that in the first few months. The reason why it is 6 or 7 and not lesser is because the food is great. The place is very cheap to stay. It is mostly education based town, lot of education institutions around there. Lesser chances of getting distracted because the place is very small, and you can say that town was built around the medical college. This is the only main medical college in that place, so all the patients in and around that place come to that place. So it's a hub for education. Hostel rating out of 10, I would personally rate my hostel 9 out of 10. Even though the buildings are very old, that's because of the flexible nature of the hostel timings and very good mess. And I personally had no problems in the hostel. All the people staying there, I have heard similar feedback from them. Unless you create any trouble, you would have no trouble over there. And the hostel facilities are not up to the notch, not 10 on 10 and not very bad. But again, people who have felt that the hostel has been not great for them to stay, they have chosen to stay outside, and that comes on par with the hostel fees. in the sense that you would be spending almost equivalent or slightly higher to stay outside, so that choice is also available.